BTS News Today.in, an incident that instantly shook the internet and shook the ARMY community around the world. Two BTS members, Jungkook and Jimin, were suddenly seen appearing at the Calvin Klein Center building, sparking speculation, excitement, and tremendous furor. There was no prior notice, no sign of their presence, not even a single post from the media or staff hinting at their arrival. However, in a matter of seconds, the world changed for BTS fans. This unexpected surprise rekindled the euphoria in the midst of the conscription period that the BTS members were doing. It all started on a seemingly ordinary morning in New York City, where Calvin Klein has one of its headquarters. Activities seemed normal until an unusual crowd appeared outside the building. Some fans who happened to be around the site found the atmosphere suddenly turned into a frenzy when two tall and stylishly dressed men emerged from a luxurious black vehicle and went straight to the entrance of the building. In no time, someone shouted, "It's Jungkook and Jimin," and all turned into a moment that broke the silence of the day. Jungkook wore an all-black Calvin Klein suit with slightly disheveled but charming hair. She exudes the aura of an international star with a calm yet confident style. By his side, Jimin looked no less stunning in a modern white suit that gave the impression of elegance and class, combining the masculine and elegant sides in one look. The two gave a slight smile to the camera and the fans who began to crowd the area before disappearing behind Calvin Klein's glass doors. Social media was immediately inundated with photos and short videos of fans who happened to be on location. The hashtags #JiminJK Calvin Klein, #Jungkook Jimin Surprise, and #BTSX Calvin Klein instantly topped the ranks of global trending topics in less than an hour. Armies from all corners of the world began to speculate. Was this part of a secret project? Is Calvin Klein preparing a big campaign with BTS? Is this the beginning of a new era for both? What makes this moment even more surprising is the fact that both Jungkook and Jimin are known to be serving their military service in South Korea. And so their appearance in New York, and more specifically, in the Calvin Klein building, raises big questions. Are they taking special leave? Or is this part of a collaboration that had been planned long ago and involved military approval? Some sources suggest that their presence may be related to shooting for an upcoming advertising campaign, which was deliberately kept secret in order to create a big surprise. However, until now there has been no official confirmation from the HYBE agency or from Calvin Klein itself. Calvin Klein released a brief statement saying that today is a historic day for our brand, without providing further details. While HYBE also chose silence, as always keeping the strict confidentiality of the agenda of their members. The presence of Jungkook and Jimin in strategic locations such as Calvin Klein is not only happy news for fans, but also shows the global appeal of both that does not subside despite the vacuum of the entertainment stage. Jungkook, who is known as Calvin Klein's global ambassador, has shocked the fashion world several times through bold and classy campaigns. He is touted as the new face of modern masculinity, blending stage charisma and personal charm in one irreplaceable package. Meanwhile, Jimin, who has previously been the face of Dior, seems ready to expand his fashion range even further. Many fashion observers suspect that this moment marks a cross-brand collaboration, in which Jimin will join the next Calvin Klein campaign. If true, then this will be one of the biggest fashion collaborations of the year, bringing together not only two K-pop icons, but also two figures who have taken K-fashion to a global level. Some fans even mentioned that the aura emanating from the two when stepping together looked very harmonious and strong, leaving many people speechless in admiration. Many ARMY wrote on social media that seeing Jungkook and Jimin standing side by side, wearing Calvin Klein and striding confidently, felt like witnessing the return of BTS magic, even if only for a moment. Shortly after the incident, various ARMY forums began discussing the possibility that Jungkook and Jimin were preparing a joint music project or even a photo shoot for a yet-to-be-announced special album. There are also mentions that this moment may have to do with a special celebration or a symbolic statement that BTS remains present and relevant in the midst of their busy military life. The fact that this moment occurred in the absence of any previous official statement also hints that they deliberately made it a surprise for fans. A discreet gift that can only be digested by those who have always followed BTS's footsteps faithfully. This shows how deep their relationship with the army is and how important it is to keep the fire burning despite being in a period of hiatus from group activities. Some South Korean media outlets began to explore whether it was true they had special permission from the military to attend foreign activities. Meanwhile, in America, paparazzi and entertainment journalists are scrambling for exclusive photos and possible leaked interviews. But so far, the two idols have kept their privacy very professionally. It doesn't even look like HYBE's staff is directly accompanying, making everything even more mysterious and interesting. More interestingly, some fans who were outside the building claimed to see a small studio being set up on one of Calvin Klein's upper floors. They see minimalist-themed properties, professional cameras, lighting, and creative staff busily pacing around, suggesting that something big is happening behind closed doors. Hours after the shocking moment, an Instagram story from Calvin Klein's official account appeared in the form of a vague image of two men's silhouettes with the caption, "A legend never leaves." #coming soon. Without naming names, the soldiers immediately recognized the posture as Jungkook and Jimin's. The upload was then deleted within 30 minutes, sparking theories that it may have been an upload that was published too quickly or was indeed part of a deliberate leak strategy. In a matter of hours, TikTok videos from fans who witnessed their presence live went viral around the world. One of the videos, which shows Jimin turning his head and smiling at the camera before entering the building, has been viewed more than 15 million times in 6 hours. Reactions from fans also varied, ranging from tears of emotion, amazement, to total admiration for seeing their two favorite idols reappear in a world that has been lonely without BTS. Various international media outlets began to highlight this incident as a sign that BTS's military era was not the end of their involvement in the global entertainment industry. The New York Times called their appearance a reminder that BTS is still the biggest cultural force in the world today, while Vogue wrote that in one small step, Jungkook and Jimin managed to shake up the world of fashion and pop culture at once. This surprise seems to be a sign that BTS's transition period is not a vacuum period, but a period of strategy maturation, where the members remain selectively active but still have a big impact. And as always, they did it without many words, with just one step, one look, and one smile. Now the world is waiting. Will there be a campaign video released? Will Calvin Klein announce their official project with Jungkook and Jimin soon? Is this just the opening of a series of BTS surprises so far this year? One thing is certain. Today is a day that will be remembered as the day when two stars shine again amid the longing of the world. And for ARMY, it's not just an ordinary moment. It's a reminder that their love for BTS has never been in vain. While we all await the continuation of this great mystery, one Brazilian ARMY voice perhaps sums things up best. When you think they're far away, they're closer than ever. Thank you, Jungkook and Jimin, for making this world feel alive again.